I've always been a farmer. I think actually I started when I was like 13. I bought my first tractor when I was 16. Bought my first new tractor when I was 17.
I met Matt. Like I've always said, I couldn't resist his blue eyes. And so it just went from there, and then I married the farmer.
We're a true family farm, and when I say that, that means that we operate as a family. Everybody has a role.
My grandfather purchased the 100 acres, what was 100 acres where we live, in 1911. We used to do all the Albertsons and Wincos in southern Idaho and eastern Montana, northern Utah, and northern Nevada. So we used to do over 100 and some stores.
Any farm has to evolve to survive, just given the way things are, and that's okay. But we've learned that we can't just do one thing and depend on one thing.
We couldn't compete with some of the larger growers in the other states. So we've made adjustments in what we plant and what we grow.
So we do wholesale still, but we've also leaned into a lot of local opportunities for our neighborhood and the community in Treasure Valley.
Matt and I like, doing local just because you're more in contact with the people themselves. We grow things and we deliver, and it's local, and so that's what people want.
The further you ship something, the less control you have. And if there's a problem and it's 400 miles from here, it's a much bigger problem than if there's a problem locally.
We have a CSA program, which we call the Wissel Veggie Club. We have a U-Pick. Basically, it's like a community garden. It's called the Wissel U-Pick, where you can go out and pick your own. We have our Wissel Farms stand, which has been awesome this season. We have the neighborhood coming by 2, sometimes 3 times a week. We're continuing to maintain our wholesale business because we love who we've worked with, but we're also leaning in to local and telling our story that way and really trying to connect people to their farmer.
We do the pumpkin patch, and it's more of a low scale type of pumpkin patch where you can come and relax. We're not a carnival. We don't, it's more enjoy the nature, and sometimes you'll see deer running across the field. It's perfect. We enjoy it.
Last year we actually had a lot of pumpkins that were too big for the grocery store scales, but people love those pumpkins. A lot of times families will come and buy just smaller pumpkins, but our wholesale market doesn't want them. I mean, they're too small. And so it really kind of helps us utilize our crop.
Sometimes it's a lot of work and you're tired and you're moving lines at 103 degrees, and I'll say something like, okay, this is the last year that it hasn't happened. So I just like growing things and, feeding people. It makes me happy.
I like the challenge of it. I mean, some people call it struggle. I call it the challenge. Every year you get to learn about something new, and not always positive, but it makes life interesting.
I started to really see the beauty of what my parents do and how unique my parents are. They're truly, I always say they're the gems of the Treasure Valley. Like, they're like the most wholesome people, and they're farmers too. It's just absolutely incredible. They've dedicated their lives to a career that has no stability, no promises, and they still get up and do it every day. So I think knowing that they've done that, knowing that my grandpa did that, knowing that my great-grandpa did that, and figuring out a way that I can be involved and carry the legacy is kind of now my calling.